Welcome back to part 3, guys. When we get to this next boss, I want to bring up the difficulty again. It's just something I want to remind you about. But when you first spawn in, back where you've got a clean grip, you want to drop down on the left here. Try to keep right a little bit as you drop down so you can fall down near the enemies. Attack some of them to build up some silk, just enough to use a silk spear. Then drop down in this little cave on the left, this little passage. Smash that purple flower to get the polar part. That should be polar part number 1 of 6. Get that one and then take the right exit, the lower right exit. Bounce up these flowers and use silk spear to destroy that flower at the top straight away, guys, and get polar part number 2. Do not forget to get that. The reason I like to get silk spear is it destroys that straight away. Otherwise you're probably going to attack it, drop back down, have to climb back up, attack it. But yes, that's polar part number 2 of 6. Come in here next and you want to drop down the right side. Be very, very careful. These plants, some of them will fire out little projectiles, and if they hit the bottom of the platform you're standing on, the blast will damage you. And all you want to do, quickly get that flea, guys, and make your way back up. So free that flea at the bottom, that will be flea number 6, then climb back up. If you get underneath these flowers, they won't be able to hit you, and it can be quite easy to build up your silk in order to heal up, guys, if you need to. And you just go on a bit more from that flea and take the next right exit above you come to. Go all along here, smash a fake wall, carry on to the far right, guys. There'll be another fake wall, and behind it you'll see it flashing is our first mask shard. There's 20 of these altogether we need to get. We're going to get a few before completing the game for the 5-hour trophy, just so it makes us a bit easier to survive, because you have 1 or 2 more masks depending on how much I end up getting. Then once you've got that mask shard, you're going to save and reload. Well, quit, sorry, and reload to respawn here. Of course, because we crit and reload, it would have saved our progress. So you still got a mask shard. Because when you get that, it normally triggers a bunch of enemies to spawn behind you. So just doing that allows you to avoid them a bit easier. Then you're going to go up right. Yeah, take top right exit from where you've got a clean grip. Come in here, make way upwards and then left. Be quick, and you want to destroy this purple nest. Now, if any of them bigger flying enemies come down here, they normally, when they try to attack you, if they touch water, it will kill them. So you don't need to worry about attacking them. Yeah, the bigger enemies follow you down here. Just focus on the purple nest. And like I say, they'll probably attack you and fall into the water, guys, and kill themselves. They want to come down here, jump across this gap. Do not fall down, otherwise it's going to go all the way back around again. And break this flower to find a polar part number 3. Once got that, you now want to take the lower right exit. But on the way, you're going to get some rosaries. At this fork here, go up. And there is some more rosaries, guys. Yes, rosaries times 40. So you want to get them and then take the bottom exit. Yeah, I thought I missed a few there. Yeah, so bottom exit. Now, do not go left. If you do, you're going to trigger a boss fight, which we'll leave until later. Yeah, then take right exit there. In here, drop down in the middle. Take a lower left exit. Trigger that switch. Do not exit room as quick as what I did, because I thought it would have, but that didn't actually trigger the elevator. I guess I was a little bit slower in all my other practice runs, but yes, when I get down to bottom, the switch has not come out. So yeah, stand on that switch, make sure the elevator opens, and then go back. Come in this room, go to top, get a shard bundle times 1 on the top right ledge. Then slide down slightly, guys, and come to right exit. Break these 3 fake walls. These bells, that's it. I'll take the right exit in here. Now be very careful. The bigger enemies in here, they'll deal 2 mask damage. They can be quite good for building up silk, because they don't really move, they just go up and down. That's it, you want to go up. And then to top left, guys, and free that flea. That's lost flea. That should be number 7, I believe. Yep, number 7. And you want to come down here. And as I fell down, there's some more rosaries on the right, if you saw them. Yes, that's rosaries times 30. Then you want to take the lower left exit, not the bottom one. I dropped down there by mistake. Yes, take the lower left exit. That's it again. When you're going down that bell shafts, guys, remember to watch out for the bigger enemies. Now in here, but a lower left wall, find a fake wall and grab polar part number 4 behind it. That's 4 of 6. Break this fake wall here, go left. Then in this room, go up slightly and grab that rosary string on that ledge. Drop down and we can trigger the save point now. So there should be a switch to the right, which call that elevator back down, but it's not, it hasn't come out. So I guess I left the room too quick. It's not a big deal. You can actually get up to there by going in this room, go kind of left, up, and then right will bring you to the top. But yeah, trigger that bench, guys, and save your game. Trigger that bench and save your game. That's the closest bench to the upcoming boss. That's why we paid to unlock it. So once you've unlocked that bench and rested, come up here into this room. This is a room from earlier. Destroy that purple flower to get pilot parts number 5 of 6. Come to the far right on this middle platform. Destroy that purple nest. Come inside this room, guys, and grab a long pin. Once got long pin, quit and save. Save and quit, and then reload to respawn at that bench. Now we're going to go and fight the boss. So I'll go through the strategy first when we get there, and then I'll kind of just talk about difficulty a bit more to you. But yeah, this will be the Widow boss fight. Probably took me, when I first played this, I don't know, between 5 and 10 attempts, I think, to get it more or less down the strategy. But yeah, it's got 2 stages. The first stage, it would take 45 hits to knock her, and her second stage would take about 28. So yeah, there's less in the second stage, but the second stage is much more aggressive. So I'll kind of write down what I've put in, I'll let you know what I've put in my text guide. So you want to try and keep your silk for healing during this, because some of her attacks do 2 damage, especially when the bells come on the floor. The 4 silk strands will come from the ceiling, and bells will come up from the ground. When she does that, you want to make sure you avoid them by jumping on the wall or something, because then bells will do 2 mask of damage. And you want to try and make sure you do use the walls, because they're quite good for avoiding her attacks. Yeah, like I say, when the 4 strands come down, get on the wall, because it's about to summon the bells from the ground, and they'll do 2 massive damage. So just keep attacking her like this, and then when she's in the air, guys, when she's kind of flying in the air, she's going to dash down at you. So when she does that, get ready to move out of the way, and then after doing that dash down, she'll always charge after you with like a combo attack. So you just jump on the wall to avoid it. Yeah, and when she does that, where she just teleports and starts running across the floor, she's going to summon the 4 strands, but also run at you like this. At that point, you can normally get 1 pogo attack, and then you jump on the wall to avoid it. And that's kind of how this fight goes, guys. So she'll keep teleporting away to call the bells from the ceiling. When she does that, that's when you want to attack her. Then just watch out for other attacks, which you will need to obviously dodge before attacking. But yeah, when she teleports and calls the bells from the ceiling, you can only just attack first before dodging, unless she's calling down like 10 bells at once, for example. Then, of course, you need to make sure you evade first. And so that's the first phase done. So second phase, she's much more aggressive. So for second phase, like I say, it will take 28 hits. You want to focus more on avoiding the bells, and you want to try to attack her after she's performed a dashing attack. Because after a dashing attack, she's kind of always going to teleport away and summon more bells. And she'll almost always, if she hasn't already, after summoning 3 lots of bells, she'll normally do a dashing attack if she's not done so already. So she can do it randomly. But like I say, if she summoned 3 sets of bells, if she has not done dashing attack by then, she'll do one after 3 sets. And that's what you need to keep doing, guys. So dodge the dash attack, get a few hits in, look out for when she's going to dash again, dodge, get a few hits in, of course. Watch out for the bells in the meantime. And that's kind of how you do it, guys. Yeah, so something about difficulty. So following me and keeping up to time. So of course we are doing the 5-hour speedrun first. I imagine, of course, it's going to be quite difficult, especially if you're playing this for the first time. Even with some of these strategies I'm giving you, it still requires a bit of practice and a bit of skill. So these first points I mentioned at the start of the guide, remember, you can always roll back a save. For example, we're going to get the needling art here. And because it's an art, it's going to make it a hard save. We could always roll back to save if we need to. So if you get an hour down the road and in a guide and you realise you're actually 2 hours behind or something, you can always roll back to this point, or you can always save back up. So what you can do, every time you rest at a bench, you can just, if you've got PS Plus, of course, quit the game, back up with save, guys. And if you mess it too much, you can just restore that save, and that might be a bit better. If you've got the means to do so, like I say, you've got PS Plus. But you can always use that hard save. And of course, the last thing you can do is you can just go with it, do the best you can. If you don't get a 5-hour speedrun, then at the end of it, Of course, you have much more experience with the game by then. You'll be better with the controls. You'll stop dropping down all the time like I'm doing there. And if you just do the 5-hour speedrun again, just follow the start of this video again. You know, first 8, 9 parts, however long it's going to take, get a 5-hour speedrun. Follow that again, guys, get a 5-hour speedrun, and then that'll be you done. So you've got quite a few options. Just want to emphasise, do not worry too much, guys, if you are struggling to keep up with me. Like I say, this game does require quite a bit of skill, I think. I mean, even with some trying to go for cheesy strategies, they still require a bit of skill, even to cheese sometimes. But yes, so during that memory, after defeating the boss, we're going to grab this orb at the top. It's not a silk heart, by the way. Yes, not a silk heart. It's just some kind of orb. And with the needle in art, so now we can open certain doors. There's certain doors around the map where you can stand in front of them, hold Y when you see the prompt. You'll play like your little silk harp and the door will open. There's one in the very first area where we gain control. But we're not going to go there till a bit later because there's no warp point there. And we're going to try to go there later when we've got the ability to get everything we need to get there. Pretty much. I don't know, we'll see. Unless there's something really, which could be really helpful. We'll see. Just make maybe 1 or 2 trips. It's not like it's going to waste too much time. And the 30-hour trophy, by the way, it's going to be very, very generous. It's not generous if you're playing blind, but when you're following a guide, we've got lots of time. It's only a 5-hour trophy you need to worry about. Once that's out of the way, guys, you can kind of take your time after that. So I'm confident you'll get a 30-hour trophy easily. You know, even if this is your first time playing. But if it's your first time, you might struggle with a 5-hour one. If you're not, like I say, restoring saves, backing up saves, you know, things like that. So this is another bell. You can trigger this animation to finish quicker if you quickly hit the lever, then quit and reload to respawn. But yes, hit the lever, guys, use the bench, and come right. Unlock this elevator and then ride it downwards. We're going to go left into Bell Heart and finally upgrade our weapon. And you thought that boss might have been hard. Some of these gauntlets coming up in this video, probably more difficult than the boss. Well, probably not that bad. But you want to come to the wish wall in Bell Heart, the like wish notice board. We're going to attempt 2 quests, My Missing Courier and Crawl Book Clearing. Silver bells is optional. I don't take it just because it's a bit randomised and the reward isn't that great. So you can leave that one. Just make sure you take My Missing Courier and Crawl Book Clearing from that wish board. Then you want to come up here, guys, and enter Pin Master Pliny's house. He's going to upgrade your needle. The first time will be for free. Yes, choose to sharpen it. That'll make it, I think, at the moment, I think we do 5 damage, your nail. But I think when you upgrade it, it goes up to 9. It's something like that. It gives like about an extra 50% damage or so, this very first upgrade. Yeah, they all kind of increase your damage by 3. So, like I say, you do about 5 or 6 damage to begin with. And each time you upgrade it, you get like an extra 3 damage more or less. So you keep talking to him. Yes, you upgrade that. And you keep talking to him again after. And take that quest, the Pin Master's Oil. So talk to him and take his wish, guys. Then come outside and talk to Chakra on the right. We're not going to buy anything from him yet. Just exhaust his dialogue. Yeah, do not buy anything. Then you're going to come down after chatting with him and save your game at the bench. Enter the Bellway Station. Once inside, come down. Going to unlock it with 60 rosaries. Once you've done so, it takes quite a long time for it to appear. So you can speed it up by quickly exiting down here, guys, and jumping back in. Right, and then we're going to ride it to Greymore. That Bellway Station we unlocked earlier. It's not actually too far away from here. Just like all the way to the right and then up. But we unlocked it when we got our memory locket. Right, so once you spawn in, we're going to take a top left exit. Yes, up here. We're going to make our way up. Ignore the exit on the right. We're going to go through there in a second. Just carrying up, guys, to get them rosaries. And we want to go to top left next, but I kept falling down. Because up there is a shard bundle. There'll be some wishes where you have to donate shards. So just having these bundles can be helpful to complete them. And we're going to get the next crest at the start of the next video, by the way. The Reaper crest. Yeah, grab that shard bundle and take the next right exit. This one here. Yeah, the Reaper crest, by the way. So once you get a crest, it does trigger a hard save, but they also give you different attacks. For example, they change your pogo. The Reaper crest will make it so your attacks are a bit slower, but when you use binding to heal, you'll automatically gain a bit more silk when you attack as normal for a short time. But also, your pogo is different. So at the moment, we pogo diagonally, don't we? But when you get the Reaper crest, you pogo straight down, so it makes it a bit easier to platform. And this Gauntlet, by the way, is 3 enemies. They're quite easy to kill. The first 2 enemies die in 3 hits each, by the way, and that third enemy is a bit stronger, but it's only 3. Then you're going to come right, come into halfway home, and talk to Crage. Yeah, so exhaust his dialogue. Is it Crage or Crage? Something like that. But yes, exhaust his dialogue, guys, until you see the wish updated. There you go. See that prompt in the bottom left corner? So talk with him until the wish is updated. Rest on that bench on the right, and then come and talk to Nu at the top. She's going to give you the Hunter's Journal, which of course we have to fully complete. Not fully, there's a few entries you don't need, kind of like optional battles which can be missable. But as far as I know, I don't think any entries are missable on this, and any which are, they don't count. Similar to the first game. So yeah, talk to her, guys, and get the Hunter's Journal, and you'll also begin that quest. The bugs are filing. Then once you've done so, unlock this bottom right door by standing on the switch, come out to the right. Once back outside, climb up and take the next right exit above. Right, in this room, I'm going to take a far right exit. This is room 10 on my map, by the way. Yes, right exit, then you're going to come into room 1. Try not to fall down here, because you can't get back up. You'd have to go all the way left to get back up. Now drop down slightly and get the Mirage Freeze on the left there. 20. Then carefully platform up to the top right, guys, and take that exit. Like I say, if you drop down, you're going to have to go down, left, and then up again to get back to where it was. Now in this big room, come right and release them shortcuts. Then drop down, but keep right again and unlock that shortcut next to give a shortcut back down to the bottom. So there's 2 shortcut levers in that room. Unlock them, then come to this room next, the bellway. Press the lever to activate the bell and the bench. Go out and come back in, speed it up, and rest, guys. So we've got a save point there. Once we've got that save point, come back in this big room and start climbing up all the way to the top. Quite some annoying enemies, by the way. So you've got some rosary beads there. Not too many. Yes, only 10. Then you want to continue up, guys, and to the top left. Follow this passage. There is a few shortcuts you can do, but they're quite difficult to do, so I just like to go the normal way. Yes, and to make that jump, you have to be running. Yeah, so as you can see, you can't quite get enough distance on that small ledge to run, so you have to run from the bigger ledge before this one up here. And just hope you don't hit any enemies along the way. So run, jump, and jump again. There you go. Then once up here, guys, get the Spore Fragment. I know a lot of enemies, and them enemies can be quite annoying to fight. So quickly grab a Spore Fragment, guys, drop down, and take this exit. That's why I got to that save point just back then. So the save point very, very close. We're going to drop down to this lower lever we unlocked. I'm just going to go and save my game again to get my health back. Yeah, it's only like a few seconds away, so I may as well get the extra 2 masks. That's it, and then take this right exit. So in this room, this is room 4. Drop down to the left and to the right slightly. Grab that frayed rosary string. Then drop down to the very bottom, guys, and take the lower right exit. Now come up here, where the building is. Go on the middle platform, going to kill this enemy. It's going to drop 4 rag pelts. One of the wishes we currently have, a cruel bug clearing. It'll make them winged enemies drop rag pelts, and we need to get 25 of them. So enter the house next, down at the bottom. We're going to let rosaries in a minute. Try to get a few, but if you miss any, don't worry, because later on there's going to be loads of balloons appear which we can bounce on. And you want to make your way to the top of this room. Up here it's a gauntlet. This is quite a difficult gauntlet, guys. Probably one of your most difficult gauntlets so far. Outside of them mantis enemies, probably. But yeah, just take your time release. And it can be better to just attack them from directly below them by attacking upwards, because then you're not kind of in the way of their attacks. And sometimes the wall just kind of drop down on the floor, so be careful. Yeah, these smaller enemies, just get directly below them, guys. Then the attack should miss you, and just attack from below. These are the ones you want to watch out for. These ones are like a little staff. That attack where they hover in the air and do the spinning Slash, be careful of that, because if you get caught in it, guys, they can attack you 3 times at once. So be very careful. Yeah, there's no invincibility frames at all on this, pretty much. Probably like 1 frame of invincibility. Yeah, so you've got 3 little ones again. So you can try and use these to build up some silk to heal up if you're getting low. Right, and this should be the final 2 enemies. So you've probably got the worst 2. That bigger one lobbing the 3 projectiles. But if you get directly below him, his projectiles won't hit you. Just got to be careful you don't drop on you. Yeah, but if that enemy with the staff starts flying, be very careful because they do a long kind of like airborne dash and attack, which has quite a lot of range on it. So be careful of that. I've got one of them, so just this guy left. Not too bad. See how much damage that can do? I mean, you only did 2 of them, but yeah, that can, if you get caught in it when it first starts, it can do like 3 mask damage. Right, so I've got them all. And during that gauntlet, you would have got a lot of rag pelts, so I've got 21 of 25 so far. So I need to get 4 more. Right, bounce that balloon and hit the top lever. That makes loads of balloons appear outside the house, by the way, so I can actually get to the top of the room now. And now some balloons in the bottom of this house. So before I leave, I'm going to grab all the rosaries. Yep, do not forget to get all these. Yeah, them little silver ones, by the way. I think they give you, I think it's 5 at a time they give you. That's it, and there's a few more up here, guys. Right, head back outside. So be very, very careful out here. Right, hit that lever to unlock the shortcut gate. Now you're going to make your way up the room, but along the left side of it if you can. Try not to go too far to the right because you might trigger more enemies. If you just keep to the left like I'm doing, hopefully it won't trigger too many. I mean, there's one of the bigger enemies there. If you don't go too close, you shouldn't trigger him. Now I'm going to kill these 2. They're going to drop some rag pelts. Yeah, let's grab the 2 rag pelts. So I need 2 more, I believe. Right, so I'm going to bounce up here. You're going to bounce the very top left ledge. There's going to be a lever on it. Yeah, I know it's quite tricky. That's what I mean. I mean, it's not even really killing the enemies. The platforming can take a bit of practice. Yeah, be an enemy here as well. So after him, I think I need 1 more rag pelt. There you go. Hit that lever to unlock the little gate below you. Then we're going to take that path below, guys. You have to dash to make that distance, by the way. And that last small balloon on the left. You have to dash and then pogo. Then make way up the shaft. You can actually bounce on the spikes, but it's quite tricky to do, so I'm trying not to rely on it too much. Now, if you destroy that guy, I mean, I probably should have left him because trying to kill him knocked me down. But yeah, if you kill him, that'll be a final rag pelt you need. But he's dropped down too far now, so just going to leave him. Right, and once you're up here, just bounce up to the top exit, guys, and go through it. And up there, it's going to be another art. When we collect this art, it is going to create a safe. This will be a thread storm, which is quite a good ability. Because it's an art, this is the... sorry, it's not an art, it's a silk attack. Or what do they call them? Do they call them silk arts? I forget the exact name of these. Oh, sorry, ancestral art. That's what they call it. Yes, this one is a thread storm. Sorry, it's a silk skill. I've wrote that down wrong. Yeah, so it's a silk skill. Ancestral arts are the ones which kind of like a main movement ability. For example, double jump or clean grip. But yes, so I did have to load that back up. Yeah, but normally when you first do that, there'll be a few enemies along here. You're going to grab this rosary, destroy this fake exit, guys, and go back down the bottom. Yeah, but I had to pause there, so I just loaded back in. Anyway, when you drop down here, go to that 3rd ledge just below where you drop in, and drop down directly to the ledge below. You can't quite see it, but yeah, then you want to jump over to the right, and in that kind of hidden passage there, you find rosary times 5 and a 3-fold pin red tool. Once got a 3-fold pin red tool, drop down but dash to the right to land on the next ledge. Grab that flea. That's flea number 8. Grab the rosaries below him, guys, and now you're going to make your way kind of the same height or the same elevation but to the left. Yep, about here. And there's a small little ledge there. It's got an item on it, which we want to collect. It's quite tricky to reach, actually. And what you'll find is easier if you land on the wall above it, then slide down and then dash into the little passage. So yeah, slide down that wall and then dash into the passage like so. In there, you'll find a frayed rosary string. We're almost at the end of this video, guys. That's it. And now you want to take next left exit above this one here, which has kind of like that orb on the signpost. Now hit that lever to unlock that shortcut gate. Go up here and grab them rose trees. And I think I need one more rag pelt, so I'm just going to kill one enemy. This guy here, so he's all by himself. And there we go. So my final rag pelt should now have 25. Now go left again into the bell room. Rest at the bench to get all your health back. Go left, hit that switch to release a shortcut block, and take a lower left exit now. There's going to be some pilgrims in this room, and if you remember, we've still got a pilgrim quest where you have to kill pilgrims and loot the pilgrim shawls from their body. So kill these pilgrims and take the shawls from their body. That's it, so there's 2 there, and there's 1 on this ledge. Try to make sure they don't fall in the water, by the way. If they die by falling in water or spikes, you will not be able to loot them. So that's 3 pilgrim shawls. Take this bottom exit, come down to the bottom, go right, and you'll find a bone scroll at the end. We sell these as a relic to the relic seeker, relic seeker in Belheart. I think at the moment we've got a bone scroll, and what's the other one? A choral commandment. Healed by them, and you want to go back into this room, go left, and defeat these 3 pilgrims. Again, loot their bodies afterwards, and you should get 3 pilgrim shawls from defeating all 3 of them. This can be a good spot to farm, actually. You know, there's better spots, but I mean this early in the game, because there's a bench just to the left in here. You can rest, go and kill them 3, get some rosaries, come back in here, rest, do it again, guys. But yeah, rest at that bench, and that'll be it for part 3. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on part 4 tomorrow. Yes, and our current time at the moment is 1 hour 19.